Hello aviators, welcome back to the Pilot Up North. In today's video we are gonna talk about turns. In fact, keep going ahead talking about turns we started in the last video. This is the second part of the video where we'll do it in flight. Flying the airplane with a 15, a 30 and 45 degrees turn. Firstly, if you are not subscribed in our channel, please consider subscribing, especially if you are thinking about becoming a pilot. This channel was made for you, especially for you, where I'll talk about everything I learned as a pilot student. A safety recall, just to remember you, I am not a CFI, a certified flight instructor. Then this video is not a class. This video is only a way to share with you what I have learned in aviation. For now, we have a new video coming out every Thursday. This one is a special video on Sunday, but we have a new video every Thursday here on the Pilot Up North. I hope you enjoy the video and subscribe in our channel, and let's go direct to the video and the content for the video today. Pilot Up North, turns. Let's start with the shallow turn, the one with 15 degrees bank angle. Just to remember, to be considered a shallow turn, it should be between 1 and 29 degrees bank angle. For training purpose, our turn can be 90, 180, 270, 360 degrees radial. For example, if our turn is to the left and 90 degrees radials, the nose of our plane should be on our left wing reference. The one of 180 degrees radial, our right wing should be placed on the left wing reference. So when our turn is to the left, as I said before. At 270 degrees radial turn, our nose should be placed on the right wing, on the right hand wing, but the turn should be done to the left. We start doing to the left and stop on the right wing reference. So let's do a turn just to become to the area to practice this exercise for turns. I'll maintain the altitude here. The most important things during our turn are maintain the altitude, maintain our reference, maintain the airspeed we have, the RPM as well. We need to maintain a good RPM. When we climb, our RPM used to decrease. When we descend, it starts to accelerate. We need to pay attention on it. So let's keep this heading 090 for now to start our training. I just remembered, before starting the training, it's important to do the call check. The call check stands for cabin, altitude, location, and lookout. We need to do this check before each single maneuvering series we are doing here as a student pilot. The first item is cabin. Let's check if everything is okay to start the training. Mags are in both, carbo heat is closed, mixture is leaned as required according to this altitude, flaps are up, our aircraft is perfectly trimmed, keeping the altitude, and the fuel valve is on the open position. Cabin check completed. The next item is altitude. We are at 6,000 feet, the altitude we are gonna maintain for the training. Next item is the location. The airport is here and we are west of the airport. And the last one is the lookout, the one we need to look outside. We have no traffic on the left side, in front and right side. We are cleared. So let's do a turn here just to come back to the north. To start our turn training, I'm gonna do a turn to the right, and let's do a turn to keep 270 for now. Just to explain something for you before starting the training, I have something else to explain for you. During the training for the turns, the maximum we can gain or lose is 100 feet. This is the standard for us, okay? So we are about to reach 270 degrees on our heading, and then we can start our training with the shallow turn. So let's do the shallow turn, 15 degrees bank angle, a turn of 180 radials. Right wing on the left wing reference. Another very important thing is we do the command for the turn using the yoke, and as soon as you have the amount of degrees you want to get on your turn, you can centralize the yoke. You don't need to keep it turning. And we need to keep watching the turn coordinator to maintain a coordinated turn. During a turn, the ball should be at the middle of those two lines here. And then if the ball goes to the left, we need to hit the left rudder. If the ball goes to the right, we need to hit the right side pedal, okay? And then you need to keep attention on this to maintain a coordinated turn on an airplane. Most of the airplanes we need to do like this: right turn, right rudder, left turn, left rudder. So for our training here, our radius of turn will be at 360 degrees instead of 180 degrees, okay? Starting on north and finishing on north. So let's go and let's do this. Let's start our turning to the left, shallow turn. Rudder, maintain 15 degrees. Do not let the nose go down. Maintaining 15 degrees. Maintaining the altitude, keep it watching. Oh, it's gonna be very nice, this one. 180 degrees already. The airplane tends to enter inside the turn. Keep watching. Until 30 degrees of bank angle is okay. It's all good because it's between 1 and 29 degrees. Good, good, good. So when we start the turn, the aircraft tends to be more unstable, and then as soon as we establish into the turn, it turns to be more stable. We are back here on north, stable at 6,000. If you need, correct the altitude and airspeed and stuff. So now our median turns, where the wing strut should be parallel to the ground. So here on the simulator, we are not gonna use this reference, just the attitude indicator. It's not required to use more power for this turn, but we need to use more back pressure because the tendency of the nose is to go down due to the load factor, as we saw before. We just need to use more back pressure to maintain the altitude. So let's start the median turn and 30 degrees bank angle. Right clear, front is clear, left clear, the cabin we have checked before. Let's start. Median turn, let's go. Rudder, maintain the altitude. Our aircraft tends to go down, nose down, back pressure. 30 degrees already, maintaining the altitude. We need to maintain the 30 degrees. The aircraft tends to go more and more. It's all centralized. We are keeping watching the rudder, altitude, 30 degrees. As soon as we have 20 degrees before reaching our target heading, oh yeah, very nice, we need to start recovering the turn. Very nice. So to finish the steep turn, the hardest turn for us, to this turn for reference, we can use the wingtip pointed towards to the ground, and then we need to use more RPM, around 100 RPM, to have more power to maintain the altitude of the airplane, much more back pressure, and we need to keep watching everything because it happened very, very, very fast. Let's do a turn to the right, just to return to 180, just to be away from these mountains, because it's not a good idea to do turns very close to mountains due to the winds. We have more mountain winds and stuff. Airport is in our nose right now. 090. We crossed. This training should be done both to the left and to the right. Today I'll just do to the left because I don't want this video be bigger than required or necessary. Maintaining the altitude, maintain my power on 2300, 2300. Altitude is good. Let's start doing our turn at 360 degrees radius. So just to remember the sequence, the first thing, start the turn using the rudder and aileron, 30 degrees off bank at 100 RPM, and then continue turning to 45 degrees and maintain. Okay, our steep turn, check, left clear, in front clear, right clear. Starting our turn to the left, steep turn, okay, rudder and aileron together. Nose, keep altitude at 6,000, 30 degrees at 2,400 RPM. Nose up, entering in the turn. Now 45 degrees of turn. The nose tends to go up. Let's maintain 6,000. Rudder, nose, 45 degrees. Keep 30 degrees before north. Return, and yeah, we are returning. Go, yeah. And nose a little bit down because we were using lots of back pressure. And then reduce the power, 2,300 RPM. Stabilize the airplane at 6,000, and that's it. It's a steep turn. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this video about turns. It's a good idea to train to the left and to the right because it's a little bit different. As I mentioned before, we can use the reference like a 90 degrees radius turn and 180, 270 and 360 degrees radius of turn. We use more the 360 for training because this one is better, but if you have no heading indicator, for example, you can use this technique to know if you are doing a 180 degrees turn, but in your right wing on the left side, as I show here. And then it's a very good idea to train like this too, because you never know when your head indicator will stop working. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if it was useful for you, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you next Thursday. Bye bye!